All right, hello, my fellow readers. I'm going to be doing an unhaul video. I redid the entire bookshelves in here, and I have a short over on TikTok, but I'll also post it on my YouTube page. My TikTok is also Megan Laurel Vlogs, and yeah, I'm gonna go in depth on what I got rid of because I just did like a little quick show you what I got rid of, and I actually want to sit down and have this conversation. There's a total of 56 books that I'm getting rid of, which is quite crazy because I love books and I never get rid of books, but it was just time, guys. It was time. So the first one is Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. This should actually come as zero shock to anybody. I only bought this because I wanted to see the movie. And I don't know why that was because I've never read a Colleen Hoover book outside of that. So, probably not the best intentions. Then I'm getting rid of Wildfire by Hannah Grace. Icebreaker was okay. This was not my favorite. I don't even remember what I rated this. I can't even tell you what this book is about. Like, that's how much I don't remember it. And I've just had my time with straight romances. I think you'll find the pattern here, but it's like I just have no desire. Pretty much DNF the series after this one, so there's no point in keeping it. The next one is Where the Crawdads Sing, which again I got it right before the movie came out, and I read it. I really have to stop doing that, guys. I have to do that because I'm just never gonna read this again. Like, I didn't like the movie, didn't really like the book, not really my vibe. Then I got All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox. Again, straight romance, have really no desire. Don't remember too much about it, so not gonna keep it. The next one is probably I would say hot take. Um, and that is all of my Tessa Bailey books. I clearly have 5. I have Hook, Line, and Sinker, It Happened One Summer, Unfortunately Yours, Sincerely Yours, Fix Her Up, and Too Beautiful to Break. I, again, just not in a straight romance era, and I just am never going to recommend these, and I'm not going to read them again. So I don't want them to sit on my bookshelves for no reason. Then I have The Stand-In. There wasn't really much I just don't remember this book. And I'm pretty sure there's a second one, and I just not going to read the second one. So, not going to keep it if that makes sense. And then I have A Guide to Being Just Friends. Again, not in a straight romance era, and I'm just never going to recommend it, and I'm never going to read it again. The next one is Funny You Should Ask. Didn't really like it. Like, I think I rated this 2 stars. So again, why is it taking up valuable space on my two little tiny shelves? These two are by Willow Winters and Lauren Landish, and Willow Winters, I guess. These were like some of my first smut books I ever read, I think. And I just don't I don't really have any desire to read them again, and I've read better, and I'm also just not really in a romance smut era right now. So, and they're straight romances, so someone else will enjoy them. That is just not me. The next one is The American Roommate Experience by Elena Armez. I feel like this had its moment on TikTok and Booktok. It didn't have a moment in my life. I really did not like this. Not my vibe. Um, yeah, that's all I could really say about it because I just remember not liking it. Um, Then I'll go over this pile in a second because these are my special pile. This is my special pile. But the next one is Good Girl Complex by Elle Kennedy. I love Elle Kennedy. I don't know if you can even see it, but I have all of the deal and everything here. And I love those books. This just was not my favorite by Elle Kennedy. Then I have, again, another hot take, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm not really a fantasy reader, but I really wanted to try to branch out this year of what I was reading. And yeah, this is gonna be a no from me. I don't know if there's other fantasy that's better. Let me know in the comments. I love a dystopian. Give me something very political. I'm gonna love it. This did not do it for me. Like, fairies just make me confused, and maybe I just don't understand. Maybe my brain cannot comprehend it. I feel like I'm a very smart person, but I like real world things set in the real world. So maybe like something like magical realism or like magic might do better with me. So anything, let me know. but this is just not for me, and I think someone else is gonna really enjoy that book, so it doesn't sit on my shelves. This is also probably another hot take, and that is I'm getting rid of all of my Ali Hazelwood books, which I have the Love Hypothesis, Love on the Brain, Love Theoretically, and Deep End. Just not in that era of my life anymore. And I just think again, there's 4 books. They're taking up a lot of space for books that I'm never gonna recommend and I'm not gonna read again. Um, I just have no desire. Like after Deep End, I kind of got rid of Ali Hazelwood off of my author buy list. Um, Out of Love by Hazel Hayes. To be honest with you, I don't even remember reading this. So, yeah, like I don't even remember it. These two are these are 3 YA books. I kept some of my YA books, but not a lot of them. Things that I know that I'm going to go back to continually recommend, read again. These are just not them, which is so much closer. All I need and keep holding on. Um, I feel like I've read a lot more, but I think I've probably gotten rid of some of them over the years. Um, I just don't have a desire to read these again. So therefore I'm not going to. Okay, this is the only book by Sarah Adams I've ever read, which is When in Rome. I feel like she's a very popular author on the romantic Booktok people. Just not something I ever wanted to read I didn't want to read anything else by her after reading this book. So, you know, I love that you people love her. I have no qualms about that, just she was not for me. The next one is King of Wrath by Anna Hong. I have a lot of her books. I don't know if I can show you. Oh yeah, they're right up here. I don't know if that's in frame or not, but yeah, they're up there. This just did not do it for me. I didn't like this book and I had no desire to finish the rest of the series. Then I have The Christmas Fix by Lucy Scorn. Score. Again, it's a straight romance and I just have zero desire to pick it up again. It was interesting, not something I would read again. Then I have Throttled by Lauren Asher, and I do know this is not in frame at all, but I have I have the Fine Print series. I have the Small Town Romance. What is that? The Lake one. I don't know. This is, I believe, her first series, and I tried it. And I read one book, and I was like, this is not going to be for me. I don't really like Formula One, and I have no desire to read any more of them. So this is just going to be one and done for me. Someone else is really going to love it. And if they want the first book in that series, I'm glad I could provide that for someone. I did forget to mention, I am donating all of these. So, yeah. Anyway, the next one is The Price of Civilization. I have a political science degree and do love a good political science book. But this is just one that I didn't really want to read again, and I don't really think it has a lot of weight. I don't know. And then kind of same thing, which is Drift by Rachel Maddow. I just have better that I'm gonna read again and want to dive more into. This one is Love from A to Z. Again, I don't even remember this book. Like I don't remember much from this book, so why am I keeping it? I don't know. Then I have Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I had no desire to read the rest of the series after this book, and I kind of think at this point I don't want it on my shelf. If I didn't like it, I'm not going to recommend it, and I'm not going to pick up the rest of the series. So there's really no I feel like some of these don't really have a good story. It's just like I'm not going to read them again. The next one is probably time that I got rid of these. I have better dystopians, which is the I Am Number 4 series. I'm not even sure where I Am Number 4 is. Like I'm literally not even certain because I have The Fall of 5, The Power of 6, The Revenge of 7, and The Rise of 9. So I'm like, where's book 8 and book 4? I'm not sure. I have better dystopians. So I just have no desire to read this again. um but this is like now we're on to my special pile. And the reason I'm getting rid of these, some of these are all my queer books right here that I'm getting rid of. This stuff is significantly smaller. I love a good queer book, but I would say some of these I would rather them have better homes than my home, and it's not because I didn't like them. It's simply because I'm just not going to read them and I'm not going to recommend them. That's kind of the deal with all of these. So the first one is Everything for You by Chloe Lees. So this had a whole series to it. And I read none of the other ones. This is the last book in the series, and I read none of the other three. So, but it was good for what I read of it. I just really didn't want to get the rest of the books and read them. And then the next one is Heartbreak Boys. Again, I had nothing against this book. I just want it to go to a home that they're going to love it and cherish it and recommend it, because I just don't, I don't know. Like, I'm just not going to recommend it. The next one is Fall for Him. And when they say fall for him, they literally mean falling through a ceiling. I thought this was cute. I had really, there was some grief in there, which was really heartbreaking. Again, I want it to go to someone who's going to recommend it and love it. It just is not a book I would probably recommend or read again. The next one is Sizzle Reel. I love a good sapphic book, but this just really didn't do it for me. Like, this is one that I was like, the character, like the main female character, was very immature and it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And maybe because I'm getting old, I don't know, but just, this was not it. How many times can I say that in this video? The next one is In Deeper Waters by F.T. Lukens. If you like kind of like this pirate prince vibe, go for it. Shoot for the moons. I didn't hate it. It wasn't my style. Same thing with Otherbound. This was interesting, but I had no desire to read the rest of the series. But it is like a bisexual MFC. So, nope, female main character. FMC, yeah, FMC. So yeah, I thought this was really good. I just I think when I read it, I was kind of not in a dystopian era of my life. And I think now I'm more into it, but I have really no desire to reread this and get the rest of the series. The next one is Out of Character. Again, very good. Just not gonna recommend it, and I want it to go to Amazing Home. Then I have My Fair Brady. This wasn't really for me, I'll say, but it's gonna be for someone out there. Then I have The Long Run. This was good. I kind of felt like something was missing though, like the conclusion. It felt a little rushed. It didn't really feel very like concluding, I guess. But it was an okay book. I again wouldn't read it again. Then I have Jack Finch Believes in Ghosts. This was interesting, especially because it's not the typical genre I read. But again, I'm just not going to recommend it, and so I want it to go to a home where someone's going to really love it. Then I have The Fiancé Farce by Alexandria. Can I speak today? Alexandria Belfar. This is I think I've read a couple of her books and I have no desire to read anymore. She's one of those authors to me that I don't vibe with her, and I don't think it's anything against her. It's just I don't love her writing style, and that's okay. So therefore I'm gonna just put it away. Then I have Showmance by Chad Belgen. Was good for a simple little rom-com. That's all I have to say about it. And then I have In the Event of Love. If you're looking for a sapphic Christmas novel, I would go for it. It was good. I just don't think I'm gonna read it again. Then I have Love and Other Disasters. This was nice because I believe this had a non-binary character. I'm pretty sure. It was good. I just have read other books that are better at this point, and so I want it to go to a home that really needs it. Then I have A Little Bit Country, by Brian D. Kennedy. Wow, I didn't realize I was getting rid of both of my Brian D. Kennedy books. Anyway, this was not bad. It just not gonna recommend it. If you like country music, this is going to be amazing for you. I don't like country music, so the whole plot just not for me. Then I have Love, Hate, and Clickbait. This was kind of in that like red, white, and royal blue era. So if you like that, you're gonna really love this as well. Again, just not gonna read it again. Kiss Her Once for me. I don't even remember this, to be honest with you. Do not remember the plot of this book. I don't remember it at all, other than it's sapphic. But yeah. Even reading the back, I don't remember it. I know I've read it, but it was definitely not memorable for me. And the last one is the Boyfriend subscription. It was a Harlequin novel. So if you're looking for that, I'd go for it. It was cute. It kind of gave me a little bit of like a dark romance a little bit, but not as like dark as like something like Rena Kent is, if that tracks. That is it. I'm getting rid of a lot of books, like I said. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.